Hey everyone, and welcome back to BMX News, a weekly BMX news show where I talk about everything that happened in the previous week within the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about. That being said, the first thing we're going to talk about this week, straight from the title and thumbnail of the video, the clickbait of the week, probably the biggest clickbait of the year, is the fact that S&M bikes might be for sale right now. And with that being said, the only reason that I'm talking about this is because several BMX websites posted about it. I wasn't going to talk about this because this is like a really big deal, and I feel like it was the kind of thing that if I owned S&M bikes for over 30 years and I was potentially looking at selling it, I would want to be the person who tells the BMX world, not everyone else flinging rumors everywhere. And I could understandably see why Chris Moeller might be a little annoyed at the least with everything that's circulating. But since it's out there, since everyone has already seen it, I guess we can mention it here. And there is word that Chris Moeller is going to be on the Unclicked podcast. It's probably already recorded at this point and come out early next week. So look forward to that and hearing the details straight from the horse's mouth, as they say. Maybe we'll find out that this isn't true at all. Maybe we'll find out that it is. All I know is that all of this information is out there from a website listing that is no longer there. I tried to click on the link to have the information in front of me to talk about it, and you can't even get to the sale, and it literally says on their website right now, this listing is no longer available. So it's possible that it already sold, or it's possible that it was delisted. Who knows what happened? And that is exactly why I didn't want to talk about this, because I didn't want to speculate. So on the website itself, it said, this company is a cultural icon within the action sports world of BMX bicycles, manufacturing bikes, frames, forks, and bars at their plant in California, and is a wholesaler with clients across the USA and internationally. And then it goes into a whole bunch of numbers that are not necessary to talk about here, but it's in Orange County, California. There's not a lot of options for companies that are in Orange County, California. It says here, the company was started by the current owner and founder over 30 years ago to create and design BMX bikes that could stand up to the hard riding punishment delivered by the best BMX riders in the world. So Orange County, California, that already knocks out a lot. Manufacturing, that knocks out another one. So GT, Cult, and S&M are in Orange County, California. Cult doesn't do their own manufacturing. Then GT, I don't know if they're 30 years old or not, but S&M is the option that makes the most sense for being around for 30 plus years, owned by the owner and founder, as well as being a manufacturing facility of all of these things. So that's why I think everybody believes that it was S&M, and we're going to hear directly from Chris Moeller himself whether or not this is the truth on the Unclicked podcast coming out this week. And what I kind of want to talk about here, since this is like such a crazy thing and it's possible that S&M gets sold in the near future, is just the thought of what could go either way. It's entirely possible that someone like Robbie Morales at Cult buys S&M in the building and all of that stuff, and then does manufacturing of Cult's products there and takes over and kind of keeps the ball rolling the way that it is. Or it's entirely possible that something like Huffy buys it and completely changes everything. And that's why this is kind of a scary thought, and it's probably why it's a scary thing for everyone to be talking about before S&M and Chris and everyone there makes the formal announcement for themselves. So that being said, there's a lot of speculation that can take place, and the only people who can dispel that speculation are the people at S&M, and mainly Chris Moeller himself. So I'm going to say it for a third time. Chris Moeller on the Unclicked podcast. By itself, without this information, would be awesome, because Chris is a funny guy. He likes trolling. He likes making jokes. He's got a good character, and he seems to be an entertaining person to listen to when you follow him on Instagram. So at the very least, expect some entertainment from this one and expect some clarity of some kind. Maybe we're going to find out that there's another bicycle manufacturer in Orange County that no one knows about in the BMX world. That being said, I don't want to get too far into this. I'm not trying to spread rumors or misinformation or anything like that. This is just what is out there, and hopefully we get some clarity on this one. I'm excited to hear the podcast. And Chris, if you do see this and you are selling S&M and you are going to retire after this, you have built an absolutely incredible BMX company. To keep a business by itself going for 34 years is a feat in itself outside of the BMX world, let alone inside that world where the roller coaster of the peaks and valleys of BMX dying and coming back to life has been real throughout those 30 years. So hats off to you, literally, and being kind of cheesy there. But S&M is an amazing company and you did a great job with everything that you've done with it. And we can only hope that if it does sell, it sells and goes to the right hands, or hands that can respect that legacy as much as you do. So I'm sure I'm not overstepping here by saying that BMX thanks you for everything that you've done. So we got a couple more highlights this week. Next is the USL BMX Blow Up the Streets 2021 trailer that just came out. There are 9 different teams in this one that sent 3 different riders out. No, 2 or 3 different riders. It looks like all of the teams have 3 riders except for 2. But Cult, Kink, Ends Footwear, Fit, S&M, We The People, Sunday, The Secret, and BSD all have teams in here. For Cult, they've got Dakota Roach, Brandon Began, Yame Sentez. Kink has Hobie Doan and Jacob Cable. Ends Footwear, Justin Spreet, JP Ross, and Tyler Veach. Fit, Ethan Corriere, Damian Cespedes, and Nick Bonnell. Then we got S&M's DGAF Dan, Chris Childs, and Mike Stahl. We The People's got Dan Kruk, Grant Castelluzzo, and Riley Smith. Sunday sent Aaron Ross, Brett Silva, Alex Seaman. The Secret sent Jack Hinnicky, Jacob Bailey, and Hilario Olivos. BSD sent Reed Stark, Denham Cox, and Curly Main. There are so many all-stars on that list. They're pretty much all people who are at the very top of BMX right now, so expect good things from this one. The trailer was great, so check that out if you want to see what is coming very, very soon. Then we have the news that Cole Volker is now riding for Shadow and Sabrosa, followed by a bunch of videos that are worth watching this week. First up, we've got REA Levinson's 2021 S&M video, then one from Animal with Leighton Coghill called 2021 Raw Street Riding, where the thumbnail is literally a double peg nothing down a real handrail. Anyone who's a fan of creativity is going to watch this one because Leighton always produces. Then we've got Dead Leger, Conjure Thee. This one features Callan Stibberts and Jake Corliss. Callan, if you don't remember, is the guy who tried that absolutely insane, like 70 stair handrail, and actually kind of got close to it for his Welcome to Cult video that came out. I can't remember exactly when. Then we've got the Dream Home setup with Sem Cock, followed by Harry Barrett and Michael Atwell in London from S&M, and then Secret Spots from Matthias Dandois. There's your Flatland video of the week, followed by the final Lux BMX Game of Bike hosted by Boyd Hilder. This game is between Alex Heim, Sean Gardner, and Lachlan Kirkwood. You know it's going to be good with those guys in there. Then we had another Game of Bike. This is between the Volume team in San Francisco. I think it's super cool that the Volume team plays games of bike while they're on trips, because that's just the stuff we do anyways, and to have that filmed between the people on the team, I feel is just kind of cool. Then we've got one product related thing to talk about, that is Shadow and Sabrosa's Spring 2021 apparel that is now released, followed by a couple interview things. First is a Fit Caught Up with Damian Cespedes video, then a bike check with Mike Varga on Vital BMX about his titanium bike, and there's some questions there as well. So that being said, that's everything that I think you guys might care about this week. Let me know your thoughts on the whole S&M bikes thing in the comments down below, and hopefully most of you are like me and that you're waiting for confirmation of this before like really having opinions about it. Like, we can say whatever we want to about that entire situation, but none of it matters if it's not true and it's not actually them, or if it's not even real. It's totally possible that that was just put out there to see if there might be any kind of interest in it. That is entirely possible, and I want to keep that in mind, and I want to relay that to the people that watch my videos so that hopefully we can keep the speculation to a minimum, and then we can wait on the facts to come out. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. And Chris, thank you once again for everything that you've done within and for BMX, regardless of whether or not S&M is actually for sale. So that being said, if you guys are new here or you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button while you're down below leaving a comment, and hopefully that'll mean we'll see you tomorrow for another video. Thank you again.